I knew at a young age that wampum was a big part of the Eastern nations tradition. This story of wampum originated long before the Europeans came to our shores. We didn't go to the great waters because we wanted wampum. We went because we were hungry. And to come back with a shell that not only fed us to be so beautiful is something that no other region could claim that I know of as far as Native Americans are concerned. My process is with today's wet saw and the Dremel and diamond tip bits and blades. Even with those tools, I consider using them almost like the tools that my ancestors did. The traditional way of wampum has evolved from obviously the oldest style till today with tools like I use. And the traditional tools were that of deer antlers for our region and stone. And the quahog shell was just popped, and wherever it popped is basically the shape that they would take. But if they wanted a more specific shape, because of the stone that we have in our region, a sandstone from the beaches, remember now we're oceanfront natives, we could grind these shell on these stones and make the shapes we needed. And we could use the antlers from the deer to nip them away to make a more specific, a more accurate circle or teardrop or whatever it was we wanted. It took a little while, but it was definitely doable. What people, well, younger kids I'd say, can't appreciate is the amount of time that we actually had to do this stuff. There was no going down and getting on Facebook or YouTube or a video game. I mean, when we got back to a camp, it was the family in itself. Primary importance was to eat, and once we were done, we had these beautiful shells to make things. So as a family, they'd sit around and we'd start making different shapes out of the quahog shell. We would make wampum earrings, wampum bracelets, wampum all over our regalia. We made sure that our chief sachem, male or female, was adorned with a lot of wampum. And it just became the Eastern diamond, if you will. Wampum, from the perspective of the settlers, is in our history books as Indian money. And a million times said, wampum is everything but. We would give it to each other with the understanding that we knew of nothing more precious in this region that I could give to you to say thank you, that I could give to you because I liked you a lot and the things that you may have done for me and my family. There was no greater way to say thank you than that. Once the settlers were in our region and they saw that exchange, they said, wow, look, he just paid her for moccasins, or he just paid them for being able to stay in their camp overnight. He just paid them. That must be Indian money. So that total interpretation was blown out the water wrong. But we did not write the history books. I'm probably going into closer to 40 years worth of making things with the quahog shell. It's a tradition which I've learned to love. And to make wampum and to be able to give it to somebody and see their face and the expression of receiving this special gift is so gratifying. It has continued right up till today.